War strips comfort down to its bones, and food becomes more than fuel. In World War II, soldiers didn't cook for pleasure or variety. They cooked to stay alive, to keep moving, and to maintain strength under pressure. What they developed in trenches, forests, deserts and bombed cities weren't recipes, but systems. These cooking hacks were born from scarcity, danger and exhaustion, and they remain brutally relevant for modern survivalists who understand that calories, heat and morale are as critical as weapons and shelter. Why World War II soldiers treated cooking as a survival skill, not a luxury. WWII soldiers didn't have kitchens. They had mess tins, helmets, empty ammo cans, and whatever heat source wouldn't give away their position. Cooking had to be fast, low smoke, and efficient. The goal was always maximum energy for minimum resources. This mindset alone is the first lesson. Food wasn't about taste. It was about keeping blood sugar stable, preventing weakness, and avoiding illness. That mental shift is something every survivalist should adopt long before an emergency hits. How soldiers turn minimal heat into reliable meals. Fuel was precious. Soldiers learned quickly that roaring fires were both dangerous and wasteful. They mastered low-flame cooking. A small alcohol burner, solid fuel tablet, or even a candle could cook a meal if used correctly. The trick was thin portions and covered containers. When you trap heat, you reduce fuel use by more than half. For example, a single cup of rice can be cooked with roughly 1.5 cups of water over a weak flame if the lid stays sealed. Soldiers would bring it to a brief boil, then pull it off the heat and wrap the container in cloth, letting residual heat finish the job. This same method works today with beans, grains, and dehydrated foods. How field improvisation replaced cookware. Mess kits were limited, so soldiers used what they had. Helmets became pots once liners were removed. Tin cans were repurposed into stoves by punching air holes near the base. An ammo can laid on its side became an oven when a small fire was built beneath it. These methods weren't clever tricks. They were standardized behaviors passed soldier to soldier. For modern use, the lesson is adaptability. If you have a metal container, you have a cooking vessel. If you can create airflow and insulation, you have a stove. How WWII soldiers stretched rations beyond their limits. Rations were never enough. Soldiers diluted, combined, and layered ingredients to create volume and satiety. A single ration of meat might be chopped finely and mixed with grains or bread to feed 2 or 3 men. A practical ratio used was 1 part protein to 3 parts filler like rice, barley or potatoes. Fat was never wasted because it carried calories. Grease was saved and reused to cook the next meal. Even today, adding a tablespoon of fat to a pot of grains can double the energy value without increasing volume. Why broth and liquid meals were prioritized. Chewing takes energy. Digestion takes energy. Soldiers under stress leaned heavily on soups and stews because they delivered hydration, warmth and calories at once. Bones, scraps and even vegetable peelings were boiled for hours to extract nutrients. A thin broth consumed regularly kept soldiers functional even when solid food was scarce. A modern survivalist should note that a pot of broth made from minimal ingredients can sustain strength far longer than dry food eaten alone. How soldiers cooked without revealing their position. Smoke and light could get you killed. Soldiers learned to cook during dawn, dusk, or under cover. They used dry fuel to minimize smoke and shielded flames with earth or metal. One method involved digging a shallow trench, placing the heat source inside, and cooking below ground level. This reduced visibility and improved heat efficiency. Today, this same technique is ideal for discreet cooking in hostile or remote environments. How shared cooking preserved morale and discipline. Even under fire, soldiers cooked together. Not because it was efficient, but because it kept them human. A hot meal shared among exhausted men reinforced routine and mental stability. This matters. Survival isn't only physical. Cooking, even minimally, restores order in chaos. For modern survivalists operating in groups, shared meals maintain cohesion and reduce conflict. How to apply these WWII cooking hacks today? Use small, sealable pots. Favor grains that cook with a 2-to-1 water ratio. Always trap heat. Save fats. Turn scraps into broth. Cook low and slow when fuel is limited. Practice cooking with minimal flame now, not later. If you can cook a meal with 1 cup of fuel and no smoke, you're operating at a WWII soldier's level. These men survived some of the harshest conditions in history using methods that required discipline, not technology. If you master these cooking hacks, you're not copying history. You're inheriting it.